Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to a new video. It's been another little while, and today we're going to be covering the latest gacha event. As per usual, we got it started yesterday, so we are already pretty much late to the party, but you are still in time to get yourself some decent stuff, right? So first of all, let's just check it in game, as all things are already live and running, so we'll be able to see it, right? I don't think we need to go to the Discord, basically, right? So of course we got our daily stuff that we can just do pretty quickly. Nowadays, especially based off of the last video that I did after we had added into the game the what you call it, this is the mystic merchant here, the manor assistant thing. It is so much easier to just get your daily chores done, right? So with a couple clicks you can already have like half the things you need to do for that day done in an instant, right? Freeze! Download Legendary Mushroom through Aptoide right now and enjoy bonuses of up to 35%. As you accumulate these bonuses, you'll be able to use them to buy things for you instead of actually using your real money like we are showing right here. All you need to do is go to Google and search for Aptoide, click on the first link that appears and download it. As you download Aptoide, it will install in your device. Once it is installed, go ahead and search for it in your device, and then within it, go ahead and search for Legend of Mushroom. Go ahead and click on Legend of Mushroom within Aptoide and download it and install it in your device. Then head on over to Google Play and search for AppCoins wallet and download it and open it up. Here in the Aptoide wallet, you will be able to see your current balance as well as input my promo code Midway, which will get you an extra 5% bonus whenever buying anything in Legend of Mushroom. There is a guide down in the description, and the code is also down here on the screen as well as in the description. So go ahead and get it now and start earning more value for your money. So what do we have over here? We have the little minigame where you have to go through the different menus in the game and just click on whatever the little icon might be, right? So they're telling you take a good care of the pals, right? So as soon as you read the pal name, you already know you gotta go over here, and somehow it's gonna be showing up okay right here, right? So you see this little icon, you get some free rewards, some free spins on the gacha, stuff like that, right? So pretty much as per usual. Then we also have over here just our little login reward, but this seems like pretty much to be a battle pass, right? You just get some free I don't think we've had this one before. You get some free rolls on the gacha just for logging in, and you can like pay extra to get a few more just for logging in as well. Yeah, nothing crazy. Then we also have over here this is the usual battle pass, right? So of course you're gonna be doing some stuff, right? So your daily chores as well as your gacha rolls are going to be giving you some items, and then you go of course and drop them onto the gacha over here, not the gacha, the battle pass. And if you pay the different tiers, you can also get just more and more stuff, right? So this time around it comes with these PAL, which we've seen a couple times already. PAL crit damage increase 75%, not something we really care about as archers. And then this one has some weapon outfit as well as a mask for your character if you so desire to get that. Really not interested in such a thing anyways. So then finally we also have a little minigame over here where you're gonna be able to do just a couple of those every day, and then whatever this is, right? So you just move in. I'm assuming you're gonna be grabbing these things, maybe like dodge them. Actually you gotta dodge them, I believe, right? Not too sure. Anyways, we do have 1 HP, right? So I'm assuming you gotta be surviving for that much time, as it says right here. 10 seconds, and I did hit it, so I died. Okay, so that's kind of just what it is. Survive for a couple seconds, and then that kind of gets you the extra rewards, right? So it's just a little bit of extra summons and extra lamps and whatnot, right? So let's finally go to the important thing. Of course, it's a gacha event, so we got the gacha rewards, and we don't really have many of the items since we haven't really done much of this event ourselves, but we can just go ahead and drop a few rolls over here. We have 5 of those. So of course, if you do really want to be getting anything in these gachas, you do have to play the long game over here. You do have to really invest some money to try and get yourself the good rewards, right? So there's also of course over here the 10 free gacha rolls just for a little bit of gems, so we can drop some of those real quick right here. And there's also the chance of course of always getting something. You don't need to go to all the way to the PD timer here, of course, right? Like having 1,000 rolls to get whatever you want here. Of course that's gonna be a thing, but you can just get it earlier with the really low chances per usual, right? It's like 0.10% chance of getting it. And then anyways, let's see what the actual rewards are, right? So we can just click on them and see what they're going to be doing. So first of all, of course, the big thing of this gacha is going to be this artifact. So we have over here what's going to be doing: global attack increased by 10%, and then it's going to be doing the following: it judges once every 10 seconds after the battle starts. If the current HP is over 50 times the current attack, final damage boost increases by 12%. Okay, so if you have a lot of HP, then you're gonna be able to get some more damage, and then otherwise you're gonna be getting some resistance, lasting until the next judgment. Now, if the enemy's current HP is higher, you're gonna be dealing damage equal to 10% of the current HP. So straight up, if you have more HP than damage, you get damage. If you have more damage than HP, you get resistance, and then if the enemy is higher HP than you do damage to them, ignoring damage immunity. And also recover an equal amount of HP, which basically means that you are trading 10% HP with the opponent, capped at 30% max HP. Now, otherwise, reduces the enemy's attack by 16%. So if that is the opposite, then they're going to be debuffed, so they do less damage to you, lasting until the next judgment, which cannot be cleansed and triggers at the start of the battle. So all the effects are going to be applied for, 10 seconds, and then every 10 seconds it's going to be recalculating, and if it's the opposite, then you might trade off the attack buff for the defense buff, or you might be, again, having the HP swap happen, or you're going to be having the debuff happen onto the enemy. It's an interesting weapon for sure. I think this actually might be decent enough, just because it's gonna be adapting to the fight. Anyways, every 10 seconds, of course, that's quite a long time. So for PvP, the fight might most likely be over by then. But in any case, it's gonna be giving you quite some attack so long as your HP is massive, which honestly you would have to go to your stats and really figure out when that really is the case and when does it trigger. So for example, for me, my HP is of course like way over the attack just based off of the basic attributes. It's just gonna be like natural. So how do those two things compare? Do you like go over here to the what you call the HP bonuses? Is this what it like kind of gives you the idea? Because of course the percentage is going to be scaling off of the base, and the base HP is always going to be a lot higher than the attack. So how do you really judge those two things? I'm not too sure. Now, we also have another thing over here in this gacha, which is going to be, well, let me get into it. It's going to be whatever this is a mount, I guess. Yeah, it's a mount, right? So you have a big lion. It's of course all themed around just constellations, the stars and stuff. Anyways, so we got a global HP increased by 10%, nothing crazy, and every 10 seconds after the battle starts, reduces all enemies' attack, crit rate, skill crit rate, combo rate, counter rate. So literally debuffing everything by 20% for 6 seconds and cannot be cleansed. So meanwhile, you're going to be getting that same thing increased onto you by 20%. So you're debuffing the enemy by 20% and buffing yourself by 20% for 6 seconds, and that is literally it. So it's sort of like the artifact, but the artifact does sort of adapt to what's going on in the fight, whereas this one is always like a big boost to yourself and a big debuff to the enemy. So for 6 seconds you're going to be a lot stronger, and the enemy is going to be a lot weaker in terms of dealing damage. They're not going to be taking more damage because there's no like defense debuffing. It's just like they do less damage to you. So it kind of like, you know, it puts you a little bit higher in the balance between you and your enemy, but that is definitely quite a sizable buff. 20% for 6 seconds, it's quite good, and your enemy being put down like 20% for 6 seconds as well, it is very powerful indeed. Anyways, that is basically all that comes from this gacha. Then you also have access to other old artifacts. So as soon as you get the first time your Scale of Justice, you can have access to getting the older artifacts. So this one, I don't even remember this one, and this one, we've had this one for a long time. I cannot read them here. I think I can actually click on that. There we go, right? I don't even remember this one, but you can have access to other artifacts that there is in the gacha if you so desire. But at that point, you are really spending like, I don't know, a couple $1,000s for sure, because you need to be getting this first, and it's 1,000 rolls. Anyways, so what else do we have over here? We do, of course, have the PD timers. So if you do roll a little bit too much and you never get what you want, you can always just, you know, buy it with whatever you call this aquatic stardust. So you just go and get it. And we just have our box over here of things we can buy. Of course, 140 rolls for 110 euros. That is at least where I am living. So of course, if you go ahead and use Aptoide, it's going to be a lot better value for your money. I think we've checked out everything. We did check this one out. We already did the first one, and then I think we've gone through basically everything that there is over here, right? So of course, you got your ranking and your ranking rewards and stuff. Nothing new and crazy, right? So that's pretty much it for the gacha, guys. There's a couple of things that changed in the game. There's been some updates. In fact, there's been a 1v1 PvP mode added, which honestly I don't even know how you access right now. I mean, of course, PvP is always 1v1, right? So you can just like go and duel anybody. in the ladder thing, but you can duel them, which is, it reads as a series of limited new games is here, participate in all activities with your friends. This, though, is gonna be an event which is only gonna be happening during the 23rd of January all the way up to the beginning of February, right? So it's gonna be just running for a limited time. Of course, PvP always being 1v1, we shall see. This is just like another format of a ladder, of there's actually some gameplay changes. Maybe it's just an event, actually, as it is right now, or maybe it's gonna be coming back as something else down the line. Everything else, we just got gachas, and then we have a Starlight Award coming at the end of the month, which is gonna be allowing us to get, you know, just other artifacts for a little bit of a cheaper value if you so desire. We'll see what those are in the future, and for now that is pretty much all there is to it. We do have, that's pretty much all the information we have available, right? Just the gacha that's running live right now, and then everything else is just set in stone. It's been a little while since I did the last video, but nothing else seems to have really happened. I did skip another gacha, I do believe, but of course it's been Christmas holidays and stuff, so it's kind of hard to just stick around. Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know if there's anything that you would have liked me to talk about. I know, of course, I'm a little bit less active in the game nowadays, but still, of course, if there's any news or anything that interesting and people really want to be talking about, I'll read the comments and find my way to do a video about it, right? So hopefully, guys, enjoyed it. I'll probably also be spending away my gems at some point. I do almost have 1,000, so that means I'm pretty much guaranteed to be able to just get myself something on this gacha. So, for example, I could just like drop those 1,000 gems, buy myself a lot of packs, and yeah, pretty much just guaranteed to get myself whatever I want from this gacha. That's something I could do, but I'll probably save it for the Starlight Award if we get something that's really good for archers. Anyways, guys, that's it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, use Aptoide, please use my code, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. See you, everybody.